The Kia D, Calvin Sharp, unplugged, uncut, uncensored,
and unpaid show. And today we have an amazing show for you today. A new segment that we want to do is we want to introduce a Black History person for February. For those of you who don't know, they gave us the shortest month of the year, but that's okay because we'll take whatever we can get.
Just like this short episode YouTube gives us.
Okay, but we do the best we can. We work it out in these 10 minutes. So let's go ahead. Who are we going to choose for the first one?
You know what? I think the number one should be, there's so many people who have done great things for Black history. Trying to narrow that down was almost impossible.
I need you to just say one here. You know we only got 10 minutes.
Oh, let me see.
Who do you want to pick?
Madam C.J. Walker.
Madam C.J. Walker. I actually know a few things about Madam C.J. Walker. For example, Madam C.J. Walker was born December 23rd, 1867, and she died May 25th, 1919, of complications with hypertension. One very interesting fact that I found out about Madam C.J. Walker is the reason why, everybody knows she's famous off of creating shampoos and ointments. The reason why she did it is something that I didn't know. The reason why she did it is because of hair loss. One thing, this was very prominent back in Black families back in the 1800s because back then there wasn't central air and heating, running water, etc., all these things. So Black people weren't able to wash their hair as frequently. That means you would be bald right now.
Actually,
but
no,
I don't think it matters because, okay. But with that being said, a lot of Black women particularly could not wash their hair, so they would develop a thing called scalp disease.
Did you say they couldn't wash their hair?
They couldn't wash their hair.
What?
Not only could they not wash their hair, but they couldn't wash their scalp.
Well, got to be more careful.
And when you can't wash your hair and when you can't wash your scalp, what happens is
the
pores close and the follicles are not able to come up. So you have a little thing called hair loss. So Madam C.J. Walker said, this is not going to be my life. This is not going to be my story. And she went out and she created in her kitchen, like everybody else do, some ornaments and some shampoos and created this new thing, Madam C.J. Walker. Now what's really amazing about her is she's the first woman to make it a Guinness World Record for being the first woman who is a millionaire.
By her own achievements.
By her own achievements.
That's right. That's right.
And I think that, how close are you to your first millionaire? And while she looks, we're going to continue. Right. So, basically with that being said, big shouts out to Madam C.J. Walker. We love you. We thank you for your contributions. Black women, you have a lot to do to follow in this woman's footsteps.
Right. And you have a lot to do to wash your head.
Let's talk. Speaking of people who need to wash their hair, let's talk about the game.
Oh, now I'm going to tell you, we have a lot of viewers that go back and forth. Big shout out to all our viewers who let us know how they feel about everything, about all the episodes, about all the shows, and about the things we talk about. What's the problem?
Did you put something in mine?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry. Kool-Aid.
Have you been watching the game this season?
I have.
Now, it's a bit much.
Now, what's happening is this is season 4, and they went away for about a year.
2 years. They went here 2 years.
2 years. Came back, and now they're doing the 4th season. Season 1, 2, and 3 were okay. Season 4 really stepped it up about 10 notches.
They did.
But the thing about it is, big shout out to our viewers who let us know how they feel. They do not agree with us. Some of our viewers are saying that this new show, the game, is a disgrace, and I'm going to tell you one particular thing that kind of happened. One thing that happened on the show was, do you remember on the first episode they had when they came back to season 4, and Malik, the guy with the hair, mohawk, right, cute as he can be, Malik decided that he wanted to pick a girl up at the club and put her on top of the table there and just kind of straddle her legs, just kind of just kind of like.
And the sink went down.
Kind of like that. And the sink, right. So what had happened was that was a scene inside of the show that was just really not appropriate for younger age children. But
BET decided they wanted to let the Sierra Ride video go.
Right.
That's the kind of things I don't understand is why y'all banned Sierra Ride video when she wasn't sitting on top of the man at all. But y'all let Malik and Megan Good get it on in the bathroom, break bathroom counters, and Era did not have nothing to say about it. That really got me.
Yeah.
The whole Kelly Pitts character, I don't know how I'm feeling about her.
You know, I really like Jason this particular season. I liked him before, but for some reason he is really in this season. He's really stepped it up a notch, and he's really coming with a lot of arrogance and just attitude. And I think that everybody loves that. I think everybody loves it. I think they're gravitating towards his character because he is so arrogant now.
Right. Darwin seems a bit smarter. He seems smarter in this season.
Doesn't he?
He seems a little bit more intelligent. So BT, thank you for writing the dumb out of him. I'm really happy that y'all did that. Melanie is still Melanie. Very dramatic, very a mess, very all over the place. Like, Tia plays this role so well that I really don't see her doing anything else after this.
What about Tasha? What do you think about Tasha?
She makes the show for me. Does she make? I don't know if she makes the show for you or not.
She made the show the first 3 seasons. She's great in this particular season. Okay. Again, she's awesome, but I think that they actually built the characters up there. The other characters, I think they built them up more so that Tasha isn't the main focus. Because before a while, she's been a really good point of focus, and I think they've actually changed that now and giving everybody a level playing field. I think it's great.
Well, I guess it worked. I mean, but Tasha's my favorite. Yeah. Team Tasha.
Malik is mine. I also like Jason and Derwin too.
So, I think that's enough about the game. Yeah. Y'all keep doing the good work, BT. Keep it up. Y'all, please support this black show. Go on to BT. Watch it every day. Watch it on the website. Watch everything. They need to get their ratings, or that thing will go again. And
right,
you know the game does leave.
That's right, it does. Guess what? Guess who else is leaving? Speaking of leaving. Regis is retiring. I know you guys heard about this. Now, Regis from the Regis and Kathy, actually, it's the Regis and Kelly show. It started off as the Regis and Kathy Lee show.
Right.
Now it's the Regis and Kelly show. He announced that he is going to be going there this season. He's going to be leaving. He did say that this will be his last show, or this last season will be his last show, and it was the biggest thrill of his life. So we've been pleased to have him here on TV for 25 years, 20 something years.
That's one man who ain't about to go to no nursing home. He got
79 years old. 79
and grabbing on Nicki Minaj's booty. Boy, you need to get that together. He need to get that together.
Yes.
Speaking of not wanting to get extra booty, let's talk about Halle Berry. Halle Berry, for those of you who do not know, has turned down the role for Aretha Franklin. Now we weren't there when the conversation was had, but this is how me and Kid believe it went. So, Halle Berry, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and offer you the role to play Aretha Franklin. What do you say?
Who you say? Who you say?
Aretha.
Oh no, baby, ain't gonna be able to do it. Ain't gonna be able to do it. She too high. She too wide around the hips. I can't do it. I can't get no way. I got diabetes. I got high blood pressure. I can't do it. I can't do it. No, I'm turning that roll down.
So.
I don't think she gonna do it.
Is that a no that you don't want to play it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say no on that.
That's Kia D. Calvin Sharp's translation as to why Halle Berry didn't take that role, and I believe she didn't want to gain no weight.
She didn't.
Speaking of two big people, let's talk about Nene Leakes and Kim and all them from the Housewives. I don't know if y'all watched the episode that aired a couple of weeks ago, but me and Kia chose not to say nothing about it until now. It took us a little time to digest what was going on. Kia, how did you feel about that whole thing? About the whole slave master thing?
And what Calvin Sharp is speaking of on a particular episode of the Atlanta Housewives, it's good, ain't it? It's just got a little bite to it. The Kool-Aid, no sugar. I ain't do it all hood like I usually do.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. What had happened was on this particular episode, they were on the tour bus. Candy and Kim, of course, were on their tour at the Podunk beef market and stuff, where they were going to sing their songs and stuff back in the back of buses and stuff. They just kind of singing wherever they can. Everybody got to do what they got to do. So we praise God for opening up doors for everybody.
Right.
And so what had happened was they were on this tour, and Sweetie, who was of course the assistant for Kim, is being called, our black little slave girl names and stuff like that.
Right.
And so Nene was like, I don't appreciate you, Kim, saying this stuff.
Well, they had gotten an argument, and Nene was like, "This is not Sweetie. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. You're not gonna run me any kind of way. This is not Sweetie. Open your eyes up." Because Nene would choke you.
Yes, she will.
Like she already did.
Like she did. And what ended up happening is Nene really took up for Sweetie in this episode and was like, you've been really treating her bad. You've been talking about her crazy. You've been talking to her crazy with old Big Papa. You and Big Papa sit around and talk about her crazy, call all the kind of names. And so Nene got sick of it. And she told her, "I'm tired of you talking to Sweetie that way." But I have a question.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
Why ain't Sweetie sticking up for herself?
Because, let me tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why.
Sweetie's not speaking up for herself because Sweetie getting a check.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, and if you're gonna mistreat me, talk to me any kind of way, and you paying me a couple $1,000,
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up too. Right.
We'll
You say you need me to do what with Big Papa? Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Got you. Yeah, my bad.
Your legs open a little wider.
You know.
Let's talk about Jazmin Sullivan. It was a mess. When I saw that Jazmin Sullivan tells her try to retire after a second album, I was over it.
Hey, I was tired after the second season of the Kid D. Calvin Trump show. I wanted to retire. Don't beat me up. She just telling you how she feel. Big shout out to Jazmin Sullivan for, she did. She said, look, I'm tired. And everybody has a right to be tired.
Right.
She came back again and said, you know what, I'm not tired.
I was just having a bad day. You can't play with us like that. Like, we think you for real. When you say, I don't want to be in this game no more, this is too much for me, and then you come back a week later and you say, yeah, I was just playing. When it happens again, we won't believe you. You know what I'm saying? So, Jazmin, be careful, but if the music, what we need to focus on is why did you really feel like that? Like what was making your day so bad? Is the standards of the industry getting too much for you? Keeping the weight up, keeping the weight down, having to have these club bangers when you really want to do real music? Like, what is it? Tell us what the problem is. Let's address it, because I guarantee you're not the only artist that feels like that. I promise you there's many artists, and if y'all don't never say nothing, nothing can ever be done about it. Let's move on, because I done got stressed out. Let's talk about...
You know what? I want to talk about something that's really important that everyone needs to know about. It could be a dangerous situation if it's not addressed properly. That would be black ice. Yeah, black ice.
I didn't know what the hell you was going to say.
I'm talking about I slid on some black ice a couple days ago, and I'm just trying to keep the public informed on what's happening out there.
I think it's
black
Arkansas.
ice is killing people.
I think it's Arkansas. Like, Arkansas people really do not know how to drive on black ice. If it looks like a puddle, if it looks a little bit different than the road that you see every day when you're on your way to work, do not drive on it. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why it's 10 cars on the side of the road and everybody's sitting outside looking like this. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you serious?
They're confused.
Right, they're confused. Get it together. So, the black ice, I think it's an Arkansas thing, because if they was in Chicago, they have 10 inches and they still get out there and drive.
Well, I'm from Texas, and of course we didn't tell them at the beginning of the show that we're actually in Arkansas right now. Usually we take in Texas. And
well, I pay rent in Arkansas, so they know I live in Arkansas.
So big shout out to everybody in Arkansas. I came down here, and you guys have opened me with open arms, and I'm just so happy to be here. Yeah, it's been truly a pleasure to be here with you guys. And I was actually, because of the roads were a little slippery, I was able to pay attention.
Did you see any black ice on the way here?
I saw some black cops, and then a couple cops pulled me over. That's what I saw. Got stopped several times on the way down here. I don't understand it. I tried to drive slow in the right lane with the lights on and everything else. The insurance was fine. Everything was up to date. And I just can't understand. I was like, I'm doing everything right. I don't understand it. But guess what? I need you guys to look out for black ice. Be very careful on the roads. Pay attention to the roads. And also snow is out there, sleet, all that stuff. What happens is the ground gets really, really cold. And when it gets really, really cold, the water, the sleet, it sticks to the ground.
You're going to teach them?
I'm going to teach. They don't understand. They're not getting it. I'm going to give them a lesson on how to keep your wig on, too. Next episode. So y'all make sure y'all
can't teach nothing that you haven't mastered yet.
Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, you're right. I need to go get this together. Hold on.
Y'all, while she gets that together, we're going to see you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you soon.
Captain, wait, pull us down in the back for me.
All right. Jesus.
Okay.
Lord Jesus.
Thank you.